All right, quizzes are a little different to play with. So under quiz, if I click on that, I can see some options for this quiz. I can add how many points, how I want to grade it, what display it shows as, what the due date, availability, and until are still open. But what I really want to focus on today is just the building. So if I click on build right here, I can see my different options for this quiz. Up at the top, you can see reports, moderate, export, settings, build, how many points you currently have allotted to it, and some different options here. Now, we need to name the quiz. I've called it quiz 1. We need to add instructions, so that way the kids know what to do, right? So if I hit this plus symbol right here, I can check on different types of questions that I want to add. A lot of these are fairly simple. Some of them are a little more complicated, and you'll need to play with them depending on what you're teaching and what you need them for. So for example, true and false, I can put question 1 right here, or I can actually name the question. I can type the question. So let's drag this and put it as my question stem. The question stem is the actual question that the kids will see. This one just kind of shows up as a little gray thing above it. So underneath this, I have options for this. And if I mark it as true, then it's going to grade it as true. So if it's true here, that's the answer. The kids aren't going to see that answer. So if I hit done on that, I will see my question pop up here. This is what it will look like. You can preview it right here. So if I click it in preview and see how the kids would view it, then I can see it's true or false, right? And I can submit if I want to. So let me return and get back to that quiz. If you need to edit that quiz later, you can always click on that build. Gives you options to build. Now, if I hit this plus symbol right here, I can add a new type of question. So multiple answers. I can add this question again. Do you like school? Let's give it multiple options. So yes, no, maybe, sometimes. So you see here, you've got an option to add extras as well. Clicking right here to the left of this, you can choose which one is correct. So if C is the correct answer, you can click on that option for maybe, and that's the exact. Now it will give you partial credit. Let's say you have 2 or 3 of these. If they select 2 of them and not 3, partial credit will give them partial credit, but otherwise you have to have an exact match. You can choose to shuffle options as well. You can add how many points this question's worth. Is this a 5-point question? When done, hit done, and you'll see that question pop up. Now if I preview this again, it will not have those little boxes ticked on the side. It'll just show that it's there. Now it's going to take experimenting with quizzes. There's a lot to learn about it. There's a lot to play with, but I want you to kind of tinker around with it. Notice I've got my question numbers right here so I can quickly move through these, and you can kind of check different options throughout these reports to see what it's going to come up and look like. It's really going to be difficult until you see it from the kids' perspective, and so that you see what the kids actually submit as to how you grade. So give it a little experimentation. Try a simple one like a questionnaire, how are you doing today type stuff, just as a first test on this is what I would recommend.